guys, it's Linda. Welcome back to my channel. Today I just kind of wanted to sit and chat and play with makeup with you guys. I would call this a get ready with me, but I'm not going anywhere. It is a very rainy Sunday here in Baltimore, and I've done mostly nothing with my day, and I don't plan on doing anything for the rest of my day. So let's just slap some makeup on, why not? Before we get into this video, please give it a big thumbs up if you like chit chat, get ready with me style videos where we just sit down and play with makeup with no rhyme and reason. Subscribe if you haven't already, and go ahead and smash that notification bell so you can be notified every time I post a new video. Story time first. This morning I went into Ulta because I received an email from them that said that they were having this huge fall sale, which goes on until September 29th, by the way. But a ton of brands have severe discounts. And one of the things that sort of caught my eye was that BH Cosmetics, a lot of their palettes were 40% off. Now, BH is already a very affordable brand, but I saw that a lot of their palettes, like the Take Me Back to Brazil palettes, were only $10.80. Now, I've seen tons of great reviews on that palette online, on YouTube, things like that, so I needed to go check it out for myself. I forgot to shut my windows. I needed to check it out for myself. So I got there, I got in front of the testers, I was all excited, and then I swatched them. And I don't know if this was just a shitty tester, but it went on so patchy and nasty that I didn't even want to get it. But I did make the mistake of walking over into the high-end section like I often do, and passed by the new selection of the Stila liquid shadows. Now, I've only had two. I've had Gold Goddess, which I used until that thing was bone dry, and I also have Smoldering Satin. Now, what's weird about these is that my Gold Goddess was called Magnificent Metals. This one is called Glitter and Glow, and this new one I got is called Shimmer and Glow. So, like, make up your mind, Stila. Why you keep changing the name? Anyway, though, this was one I could not pass up, and this is in Vivid Jade. I want to do a swatch for you guys to show you the exact reason that I had to buy this. Do you guys see the shimmer and pigment in this immediately? And that's in like one swipe. I didn't dip back in or anything like that. It is just, oh, I can't wait to use this. So I have this image of doing this kind of fall smoky eye with orange and green, you know, the colors of leaves and the changing of the leaves, things like that. So I'm just gonna get right into it. And I might not talk completely about what products I'm using. I might just jabber on, but let's just play with makeup together. Get all your makeup out, I'll wait. Let's just play together. So I'm gonna pin back my hair first. So happy fall, everyone. The first day of fall was September 22nd, and as if on cue, Maryland weather switched from summer to fall in like an instant. And right now it is 60 degrees out and gray and raining and everything like that, and I don't mind it. Ask me again in like 2 weeks if I mind it, and I'm gonna be like, it's too cold. I think for once I'm gonna do my eyes first. So tell me, what are your big fall activities that you look forward to every year? Like, do you guys have festivals in your town or anything like that? Like, I know my girlfriend who lives in Portland, Oregon, they have, you know, an Oktoberfest, and they have a big Polish festival, things like that that come around every fall that she gets really, really excited for. So what do you guys have in your hometown? Tell me. Something that I get super excited for is in Maryland, we have the Renaissance Festival. I think I've talked to you guys about this last year, and I'm actually going in with the Alamar Cosmetics palette. I'm gonna go in with Cocoa Taxi and Tropico in the crease. But anyway, I am a huge nerd for Renaissance Festival. My husband and I, we get all dressed up. We go to the shows. We just eat all day, like all day. The food is actually pretty cheap, surprisingly, and we just eat all day, seriously, and there's nothing healthy there for you. Yes, okay, I lied. There is one errant food cart that has just fruit. Everything else, though, is fried and on a stick, just how I like it. So in addition to that, something I look forward to every fall, well, actually every winter and fall, is that the Monster Mania convention comes to the Baltimore area. Now, this is just a horror convention. And they have a bunch of celebrities from horror movies and horror TV shows like Bates Motel, things like that. And I go every single year. You guys might remember me talking about this. I think it was actually the last Get Ready With Me that I did, where I said that I was gonna go meet Tim Curry, and I was very excited. Now that turned out to be a debacle. The ticket to meet Tim Curry and get a picture with him was $150, which made me sick to my stomach, but at the same time, those of you who know Tim Curry and know who he is, know that he's not in the best of health. He's not, you know, running and doing jumping jacks and high kicks and fishnets anymore. He actually did have a stroke several years ago, and you know, he's bound to a wheelchair at this point. So I really didn't want to miss the opportunity to meet him and say hi to him and tell him I loved him. So I waited in line for 4 hours to meet him. 4 hours. I have never done that for anyone, and it was worth every second. I only got to spend about 15 seconds with him, but in that time I was able to tell him that his movies meant so much to me. As a kid, the movie The Worst Witch meant so much to me. And then as a teenager, Rocky Horror Picture Show meant a lot to me because I was able to go and find my tribe and, you know, just kind of figure out where I belonged, you know, and he was such a big part of that. And he's sort of been with me as I've grown up. And, you know, he speaks very slow now, and his words are kind of, you know, he has to think about them a bit more because they take a little bit longer to come out. And he just said, "That's so cool. That's very cool." And he said, "May I have your hand?" And I said, "Okay." And he took my hand and like gave it the most gentle little kiss on the knuckles and just said, "Thank you." And I waited till I was out of, you know, his area about 5 seconds before I burst into tears. You know, it was a good moment. It was a good time. This year, the big person that I was hoping to see is Ryan Hurst. If you guys are familiar with Sons of Anarchy, Ryan played Opie. Ope was my absolute favorite on that show. Oh my God, my heart. I am bummed because I found out that he is charging $60 for a picture, which is too much for my blood because I like him. I don't know if I $60 like him. So, I mean, we'll have to see what next weekend brings. It could be amazing for all I know. We're gonna have to see. Are you guys convention people at all? Like, is that something that you're into? I know a lot of people hate that kind of thing, but if there's something I'm really into, I am all about a convention. I am gonna go ahead and try to cut the crease, and I'm actually using the Alamar brush again. I'm not sure what this one is called, but this is a very flat, stiff brush that came in my BoxyCharm, and it said that it was for applying color onto your lid, and I was like, no, this is way too stiff. What am I supposed to do with this? And one of my subscribers, who is a genius, said that it was great for using concealer to cut the lid. Haha, genius. So I'm gonna go ahead and give it a try in cutting a lid. I have to confess, you guys, cutting a crease is still something I'm not great at. I'm gonna continuously try it because that's the only way that you can get better at something, but I am not great at it yet. I never can get that sharp line because my eyes are a bit hooded. So speaking of conventions, I am going to be going to Gen Beauty in like 3 weeks. It's in New York City, and it is a beauty convention, and it is not quite like IMATS where it's a shopping event. This is an opportunity to like network with other creators, to network with other brands. It should be a lot of fun. I'm very nervous because I'm not very good at networking, but I think I should be okay. But if any of you guys are going, I'd love to see you there. If you see me running around, like come up and say hi and let me, you know, smush you with my body against your body. Yeah. Also, I don't know if I mentioned this. I think I did, but my husband and I are going to New Orleans for the first time, and we're gonna be there for Halloween. I am so excited because apparently it's like the place to be for Halloween, next to like Salem, Massachusetts. And I am just crazy pumped. So I already have my costume planned, but I don't want to tell you guys about it yet. So you're gonna see, because I think that while I'm there, I want to do a vlog. Now, I don't know how you guys feel about vlogs. I am personally a vlog lover. I know a lot of people do not like them. I only really want to do vlogs when something big is happening. Like, I'm not the type who's gonna be like, hey guys, today I'm going to the grocery store and then tomorrow I'm gonna go, you know, to the dentist to get my teeth cleaned. Like, that's awesome. And I still watch those vlogs, but I'm not going to be doing them. So also let me know down below if vlogs are something that you guys are into. They're gonna be happening whether or not you are into them, but still, let me know, because I'm curious. Now I'm gonna use the star of the show. I hope this is the Vivid Jade. I'm gonna apply this to my lid and then I'm gonna smooth it out with a synthetic brush. This color is super pretty. It actually is coming out a lot more blue than I thought it would. I thought this was gonna be straight green because I feel like that's how it looked on my hand when I swatched it, but Also, blending it out with a brush did not work so well. It works, you like this angle? Just so I can keep my eye closed. It works best using the applicator actually. So this eye is one, it's so strange. Tell me if you guys are like this. I can keep this eye closed by itself. I can't do it with this eye. I'm just dysfunctional. I do admit that this is coming out a little patchier than I was expecting, because on my hand, it was like super opaque in one swipe. On my eyelid, not so much. I feel like I want to go ahead and pack a color on top of this. I know I've used this fairly recently in a video, but I want to go in with the Kat Von D Metal Crush shade in Iggy, and I want to pack that right on top of the Jade liquid eyeshadow. Oh yeah, that's pretty. So I also kind of wanted to check in with you guys on how I'm doing with my cruelty-free stuff. So if you've been with me a while, or if you haven't, in January, I decided that I wanted to go cruelty-free with all of my makeup, and I would not be purchasing any makeup from there on out that was not cruelty-free. I did say that I was going to be using the rest of my products that I had that were not cruelty-free, because I did not want to just throw them away, but I just would not be buying any additional. And I'm pretty proud to say that since January, I have not purchased any makeup that is not cruelty-free. It has really gotten me to try some brands that I hadn't tried before. It has gotten me to really fall in love with some other brands because of how dedicated they are to their cruelty-free status. I feel really good about it. There's no other way to put it. I do feel really good about it. Now, I will say that I have not yet gone 100% cruelty-free. I still have a long way to go, and I'm very open about admitting that. So I think that, 2018 has been my big year of settling in and really adopting the cruelty-free lifestyle with makeup. And I think that in 2019, I want to move on to hair care and fragrance and body stuff, things like that. It's not going to happen all at once. I'm going to take my time so that I can really research products and really know what I'm using and know what I'm getting into. I'll be honest that I don't love this look yet. I'm really hoping that like lashes and liner brings it together, because so often it does. So are you guys movie people? Because I totally am. I've always been obsessed with movies my whole life, and I feel like this summer has been kind of shite for movies. Like I haven't really seen anything that I've, been really interested in. But I feel like there are so many things coming out soon that I am just desperate for at this point. I'm actually gonna go ahead and do my liner off camera, and I'll be right back. Okay, I just went ahead and did my lashes too. It was just easier, trust me, because I suck at lashes so hard lately that it takes me 6 to 7 hours to put them on. But anyway, movies that I'm super excited about coming out. The very first one that comes out November 2nd, I want to say, is Bohemian Rhapsody. This is the Freddie Mercury story, who of course was the lead singer of Queen, and it is also about Queen, but it focuses a lot on Freddie Mercury, who is one of my favorite singers of all time, like of all time. He's one of those singers where I look back and I'm like, if I could see anybody in concert, if I could go back in time and see anybody, it would be Freddie Mercury. A lot of people, it's Elvis or, Jim Morrison, things like that. Nope, give me Freddie Mercury all day, all night. And I think the movie looks pretty good. It seems like they did him justice, especially in the appearance. Apparently there were a couple areas in the movie where they did not do him enough justice, and they did not focus on things that maybe they should have focused on. Maybe this foundation is a little too high coverage for what I was looking for right now. It's all good. I am still super excited to see it. It looks so good. Are you guys excited to see that movie? Because I am dying. And the other movie that I am crazy excited to see is Mary Poppins Returns. When they announced that they were doing a remake, and it's not even a remake, it's basically a sequel to Mary Poppins, I was nervous as hell because I hold the original in such high regard. Dick Van Dyke is kind of one of my favorite people on earth, and he can do no wrong in my eyes. And I didn't want someone coming in and messing it up. Like there's no need to mess with a good thing. Like why mess with a good thing? I'm looking a little ghostly, but I promise we'll get some color back in this face. But the two things that swayed me were, number one, I saw that Julie Andrews herself approved Emily Blunt being the new Mary Poppins. And I was like, okay, you know what? if she's gonna give it the seal of approval, I have to at least give it a chance. And then number 2, the trailer came out this week and I started crying approximately 5 seconds into the trailer. It just looked so beautiful, and they are keeping the aesthetic of the original movie, and there's, you know, them transforming into cartoon characters and animations, and it's just like, it seems like they're gonna do it justice, which is all I ask for. And plus, this is giving nothing away, but Dick Van Dyke is going to be in this new movie, which, that man melts my heart. He is up there in age and literally still dancing. He is an inspiration. I love that man. Now, I feel like they can't have a Mary Poppins movie without Julie Andrews herself at least making a small appearance, because she has to, right? Like, the original Mary Poppins has to come back somewhere in there. She originated the role. She is Mary Poppins. She has to be back in there. Something else I talked about in my last Get Ready With Me video was my battles with depression, and honestly, usually summertime is when I do better, when things are looking up, because I do definitely get seasonal depression, where it is much worse in the winter time. It's much worse when it's cold for me. So when it's warmer and I'm outside more and I'm getting more sunshine, it does wonders for me. This summer was a little bit weird, however, because the weather was just not what it usually is. Usually it's nice and sunny and there are, you know, warm days and blah, blah, blah. But in Maryland, it rained a lot this summer, like an obscene amount. And it's like we didn't even get any sunshine where I could be outside. Like, we had them so rare, like, even again, it's raining, it's gray right now. It's so gross outside. And it's just a bummer because that did not exactly help my depression this summer. Now, one thing that did help though is, I don't want to get into it too much because I don't want to talk about it too much, but I have been exercising more lately, and that has definitely helped my depression a little bit. So going to the gym often and really working harder than I have probably in my whole life has helped. So that doesn't work for everyone. It's just what works for me. Oh, do we see how this lash has decided to go rogue? But yeah, that has been something that has helped me for sure. Whoa, this inner corner highlight. I'm using this Naked Cosmetics palette and I'm using the green duochrome. It is just poppin'. So many people got this in their BoxyCharm and hated it and immediately went to sell it off. I didn't get it in my BoxyCharm, and I went to IMAX, and this was probably the first thing that I bought because I was so sad that I didn't get it, and I use it several times a week. I love this palette. Anyway, though, I feel like it has been so long since we've just like sat and talked like this. I missed it. Like, you guys are kind of my therapists in a camera. I mean, I don't know, just talking about stuff sometimes is all you need to get it out of your body, get it out of your head, and just release it. You're releasing the demons. I'm nervous, but I'm thinking of going with like a really deep lip with this look. What do you guys think? First, I'm gonna go in with my Obsessive Compulsive Cosmetics Cosmetic Color Pencil in Lydia. This is just a dark kind of purple color. I miss OCC so much, you guys. What happened to them? Like, I know what happened to them, but what happened to them? I'm not gonna fill in my whole lip with this like I usually do, just the outer corner, kind of blended in, because now I'm going in with the new Milani lipstick in Red After Dark. This lipstick went on so creamy. It feels so good, and I think it smells like, I wanna say watermelon Jolly Ranchers. I know that's really random, but it feels really good on the lips. Like, it almost feels like a lip balm. I like. So that's it, you guys. Thank you so much for just like sitting and chatting, and I love just talking to you guys and really just about nothing. Let me know how you feel about this look. It did not turn out the way I expected, but I'm not angry about it. That's it for today. Again, if you like this video, please take the time to give it a thumbs up or subscribe. It really means the world to me. And you guys can follow me on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Those are all GlitterFallout, and you're super rock stars, and I love you so much. I will see you guys in the next video. Happy fall, everyone. Bye.